players, and I think they are also very consistent with how they play. Coming to us, I think I was reading something very interesting. There are a couple of countries that I think were in the same situation as us, but we have been here more than 5 times. Benin was just winning their first game against us, and they have been here more than 4 times. And many other countries that are still in the same situation like us. But I think the most important thing is what you do with the lessons that you gain from this tournament, which are very important. The previous press conference, I did mention the category, and I said we find ourselves in category C, where I think it's a stage where we need to fight to get to B. And to get to B, it means you are out of a stage where you play for group stage, but now you're playing for knockout stage. And teams in group B are teams that are now playing to go into another phase of the tournament, which might be your last 8, your last 4. But we have your team A, which is always teams that are expected to win. And amongst those teams, you can count DRC, you can count Senegal, you can count Morocco, you can count South Africa, and many other teams that have already been there, tasted the championship of this tournament. So for me, I think it's about lessons, and also be prepared to prepare proper for the match, because I mean, we are playing a team that we know that they are very comfortable in attacking the spaces between the fullback and the centre back, very comfortable in overloads, very comfortable with playing with Bakambu in terms of connecting play. And when they bring Maela, you know that with Bakambu they want to play a second touch. With Maela, you know that they will want to play from a second ball. So obviously, those are some of the things that we have tried to work around and try to prepare for the game. But like I said, it's going to be another competitive, another tough match for us.
Thank you, Coach. And perhaps I'm going to pose the same question to you. Someone, please switch on the mic.
Salam alaikum. Bonjour. Bonjour. J'espère que vous allez bien. Très bien. Je vais parler en anglais. It's been quite tough 2 matches, the first ones, and I would say there is no exception. This is AFCON. The level is very high. The level is expected to be very high. We knew what we were putting ourselves into when we first qualified, because if you remember very well, our country, this is our second qualification in history and coming to this AFCON. So we are not perennial AFCON participants. But I would say by far, we have managed to take down the deficit, even though we have lost, even though we would have wanted to be in a better position than now. But we have taken the 2 losses, we've taken the positives. Okay, losing a match on its own is negative, it's okay, but it's part of the game, part of the beautiful game. That's why this game is beautiful. So we've just reduced the deficit from the first game against Senegal. We're playing against big players, and it's only a privilege. So we are looking to take another step tomorrow, keep pushing. Anything can happen. This is football.
Thank you so much.
I wish I could understand what you mean when you say to face the face. I think it's a game of football, another 90 minutes that needs us to compete, that needs us to give our all. We are playing, like I said, we are playing a very competitive team with a lot of should I continue?
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so I'm saying we're playing a very competitive team. I think the most important thing is for us to understand that they want to play their normal game. We'll also want to play our normal game, trying to make sure that we also give you boys an opportunity to play again, because that's the most important thing. As much as the aim and ambition is to win matches and all of that, but I still repeat, in our category as a developing country, we need also to make sure that there is life after the Africa Cup of Nations. There's so much pressure on DRC to win because of the types of players they have and the performance they have already displayed so far. So obviously, being under pressure to win against us, it's a plus for us to say, obviously we know that if you make simple statistics and simple analysis of superior teams, the first 15 minutes, no matter what, they will always want to attack, they will always want to put you under pressure. And if you can look their first 15 minutes compared to their first 15 minutes, second half, is the same. They want to put you under pressure. The same mentality you see when it's around 70th minute and they haven't scored a goal. You see them starting to try to play a high intensity game because they want you to make a mistake. So we are expecting that also, to say we are playing against a team that points matters most for them tomorrow. So obviously they will try to play more in an advanced line to try and get goals, try to put us under pressure. So we also have to be ready for that.
The same, I'll say. The intensity is very high, just like in the first game. You're playing against the players who play in the EPL, in your Bundesliga, in your League A. So there's no difference, there's no exception. They want to qualify, we want to cause an upset, we want to do our best, and so it's pretty much going to be the same intensity, pretty much going to be the same. So there is no exception. There's going to be just a little bit of difference in maybe tactics, but the intensity is just going to be the same. They're going to come and we will have to resist, we will have to do our punches here and there, and we'll see how it goes.
Thank you.
Ici, c'était qualifié en huitième de finale en étant l'un des meilleurs troisième. Est-ce que vous vous sentez capable de réaliser cet espoir?
You has just said something very important, that this is a game of football, and in a game of football, you always play to win, and you always have hope to say, if I get this might take us somewhere. But I think what is important for us is to say, we need to give our all, and everything that comes out of that, we'll appreciate it.
Can we go to the gentleman here with the